everyone, welcome to Turd Girl 1 TV, and today I will be reacting to a Monat Hun who is going to be very critical of a very viral Monat, I should say anti-Monat post on Facebook. She won't share it with you. She's not going to share the pictures, but I will do it for you. That's it. That's my intro. I'm still figuring this out. Let's just get into it.
I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw something and I'm like, you know what? What if I need to address like what I just saw? Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people out there are hesitant trying our products because they like see negative things or like negative pictures and all this kind of stuff. So me being in this company over a year, I can kind of like see how the products like change your hair and skin, and I can also see, you know, just kind of like when people like flip the truth a little bit, because I now know.
She's starting, we're coming right in with the appeal to authority, maybe even appeal to false authority. I don't know. Maybe it's a different fallacy. Someone can help me out if you want. But she's saying, look, I've worked with the company for a year, so I know the truth. You're not a chemist. You're not a product developer. You're actually not even an employee of the company. You're registered as an independent contractor. The fact of the matter is that you're a consumer of these products. So you can say, as a consumer of these products for a year, I can share my own experience, but your own experience does not give you the authority to speak on anyone else's. It's super, super rude, super condescending. So this is the original post that she's talking about. I'll go ahead and read it to you. It says, I just want to share my results after trying Monat shampoo and conditioner. I have always had very full and beautiful hair. This product destroyed my hair and I lost more than half of it. Please do your research before trying a product. There are several lawsuits against this company. Thousands of women suffer from hair loss and breakage, and they called this the detox process. No products should ever make you lose your hair. So this is the post, so that we're all up to speed. This is what she's talking about, okay? Okay.
Like none of that matters, okay? None of that matters. And I'm not saying that people always have positive experiences with anything, because let's be honest, like I have negative experiences sometimes with laundry detergent, with deodorant, with spray tans, with whatever. So you're never gonna be able to like be perfect for everyone.
What about having issues with those things? You shouldn't have issues with those things either. But there's a couple of things she's forgetting to point out. When it comes to like having issues with laundry detergent, you know, I have eczema, they might make me itchy. As soon as I discontinue using them, I'm not itchy anymore. But it's also important to note that even though I have eczema, the worst thing that happens with these laundry detergents is that it makes me a little bit itchy. If, you know, I'm using a shampoo and it's giving me full blown dermatitis, that is a huge issue. It shouldn't be happening with any shampoo. If it's making my hair fall out, that's a big issue. Those aren't typical issues that people have with shampoo. But the other problem is that these Monat Huns tell you to keep using it. Keep using it. Yeah, your hair's falling out. You got dermatitis. So what? Keep using it. You're supposed to have that stuff. Like, no, that's the problem. Even when people are having these issues, these Huns are encouraging them to continue to use it.
Want to express like what I witnessed. Okay, so, and this isn't the case for everyone. Some people are really like passionate about being like no MLMs, no Monat, no anything. Maybe they've been scammed before by another company. Maybe they just, you know, had a bad experience. Maybe they're allergic. I had one girl that came to me straight up and was like, hey, just want to let you know, everything organic that I try, I react to, and I just can't help it. And so I'm going to try your stuff again because like I really, really want to use it and my hair needs help, but I'm just going to let you know I'm allergic to this, like seed oil or whatever. And I'm like, thank you so much. Like, no problem. We have 30 days full money back. Like, let's get it, girl.
Stories that never happened for 500, Alex. If I can pinpoint something that is a trigger for my eczema, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it.
See if it's a fit for you. If not, you know what? I want what's best for you, and that's the truth. So I'm scrolling and I see this post. Like I said, I'm not going to say much, but y'all, Here's the thing. So the picture was a before and an after of using Monat. One says before using Monat, and her hair's like thick and shiny and strong and all these things. And then after was, I'm not even kidding you, it looks like extensions, and then like half of it was like, faded out, and then the other half was like long. So it literally looked like a zigzag cut, okay? And here's where I would have been like, oh, I trust you. Like, maybe you had a bad reaction. But the thing is too, like, you would figure, like if you're using a product that you notice like your hair is like, being weird, or like, you don't use a tanner that's going to cause you to break out too long because you're like, oh, better stop using that. So that's where my first red flag came about.
No, all of you Huns keep telling your clients that it's a detox phase and that they need to keep using it. Nope, you don't get to say that. No, I'm gonna have you sit down and really think about what you just said. I wanted to bring up this post again to kind of show you like what she's talking about in terms of the hair extensions. Hair extensions, they're real hair. They're going to catch whatever damage your regular hair is going to catch. So if you're using a hot tool on the extensions, just like your regular hair, it can get fried and damaged. The other thing to note is that hair extensions attach to the actual hair. So if her actual hair is falling out of her scalp, her extensions are going to fall out as well. Just some things to know. I know she kind of just says like, ugh, like meh, like she has hair extensions, but that it really doesn't matter here. Okay. So let's pull up her video again.
But also, I look in the comments and it says like 2 days after the post or whatever. Or it was like, no, I guess it was the one day. It was like the same day whenever she like recommented, and she said, y'all, I had to get my hair cut because it was so bad, like what Monat did to my hair. That's what she said. She was like, it was so bad, like I had to get my hair cut. But y'all, in the picture of her getting her hair cut, like, I'm not trying to be like rude or hateful, but what I'm saying is you have to like investigate a little bit, okay? Don't like trust people out there that are just like trying to get attention. Like I said, some people have good, some people have bad. You have to try whatever is best for you.
You're not trying to be rude. You're not trying to be hateful. You're just like trying to invalidate someone's experience. You're saying that she was looking for attention. That seems a little bit rude. If someone has a bad experience with a product that I sell with my company, that's okay. I don't sit there and invalidate their experience and badmouth them and say, hey, you're just looking for attention. Like millions of people have used this product and no one has had an issue. It's you, not the product. So stop badmouthing my product. You're just looking for attention. And then I don't go on to investigate through the comments and compare before and afters and really see if they're trying to lie or not. I take the client's word. That's what you're supposed to do. I cannot imagine sitting in front of a camera and having to constantly defend the integrity of products I sell or ingredients in those products, or having to constantly tell people that I'm not involved in a pyramid scheme. I can't imagine living that kind of life. This gives me bad vibes all around. Let us finish watching this hot garbage.
But in the comments, y'all, her hair was thick and shiny, and it was cut. But the thing is what she claimed to be her after picture, somehow her after picture was way shorter than the picture she posted a day after that post. Does that make sense? So she claimed before and after it looked like super short and like choppy, but then she commented and said, I had to get my hair cut. And even her haircut was longer than the picture of the after post. Does that
These are the pictures that she's talking about, right? So this is the after picture. This is the one that she left in the comments saying I had to cut my hair off. If you look on the screen, hopefully you can see my little cursor. I'm going to run my cursor right about where she's kind of got this shoulder blade popping out, where maybe she's sitting on the chair. I don't really know, but you can see it there. And then if you go to the other image, you can see it right here. Okay, so I mean, she obviously cut off, I'd say maybe a couple inches here, at least an inch and a half here. And then this is kind of where the shortest layers hit. She probably cut off a little bit here, a little bit past her neck. If you look here, you can see where the shortest layers are. I don't know what she's talking about. She definitely got a haircut. This girl is not licensed. I don't know why she's sitting there talking about what a haircut should or shouldn't look like. Super unfair of her to sit here and attack this woman, saying that she's seeking attention when she's not even sharing the words, sharing the images, sharing comments from this post, sharing the fact that it's been reposted several times with other people attaching their own story to it. Let's see what else she has to say. I don't know.
That makes sense. So what I'm saying is like sometimes you have to do your investigating. You have to, and yes, like trust if you've witnessed it and that you're like I said, if someone said, "Hey, I had an allergic reaction to this tanner because well, of course, like honestly, like my friend, I think it was actually Jamie, she's like, "Hey, loving tan, like I love it. I used it." And I was like, I'm sorry, but like, my skin broke out, darn it. Like I have to switch, so no big deal, whatever. But what I'm saying is I personally know of many cases where women, and not all women, okay, but like I said, some just want to be out to get you. And they say, don't trust that person because they sell it. They sell it. They have to love it.
Why is she acting like this girl had some vendetta against her? That post wasn't even about this girl. She wasn't sitting there saying, don't trust anyone in an MLM. Don't trust anyone that works for Monat. She is saying to do your research before you buy this shampoo because after using it, she learned about all the lawsuits and the fact that so many people have been losing their hair. Some people just want attention, y'all. It's so wrong for you to sit here and call her a liar and then attack her and say that she's a hater when she hasn't said anything about Monat Huns at all.
It. Okay, but maybe ask yourself this. Why would a person put themselves out there? Why would that person put their name out there, their reputation out there? I mean, I know tons of hairstylists. Why would they stand behind something that would potentially cause them like harm? Why would all these women, why would we be ranked 23 globally out of 6 years of us being around while companies have been on that list for over?
Homegirl is a little bit heated. She's talking a little bit fast. She's forgetting to complete her sentences. So the list she's talking about is the like top 100 best direct selling companies. So they were ranked number 23 of the best MLMs, of the best alleged pyramid schemes. That is what she's talking about. She kind of forgets to mention what that list is. She just kind of wants to throw out there that they have had some recognition in their business, but the fact of the matter is that an alleged pyramid scheme is an alleged pyramid scheme. An MLM is an MLM. It's all garbage. So they were just voted one of the best garbage companies globally, I guess.
Why are we successful? Why have we won every lawsuit we've been in? Any successful company, y'all, has been in a lawsuit. Look up The Honest Company.
What I will say is that through the lawsuits, Monat has been forced to make a lot of changes. So many of those victories are simply small victories, and they still had to make a lot of adjustments, which those adjustments sort of acknowledge that they did have to take some sort of accountability. So you can sit there and say they won and they're the best and everyone's wrong, but there's only been a couple lawsuits and the amount of complaints against the hair company go up into the thousands, girl. So whatever helps you sleep at night.
Look up Starbucks. Look up McDonald's. Look up your favorite hair brands, Pantene, L'Oreal. Look at them all because guess what? They have all had lawsuits. Any successful company has haters.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. So she says every company you love has had lawsuits. I won't go into whatever lawsuits those companies have had because she sort of outed Monat in a couple ways. One, Monat Huns love to talk about how their business is this family-owned small company and blah 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 blah. But then she goes on to compare the fact that they've had lawsuits and compares it to the fact that these other companies have also had lawsuits. These are very large, not private companies. It kind of shares the way Monat really is. It is a very large corporation. She's well aware that Monat is not this small family owned company that they try to imply. The second thing she brings up is L'Oreal and Pantene. Now, these are hair care companies that are drugstore companies. So she's not comparing her luxury hair care brand to other luxury hair care brands, which again leads me to believe she's well aware that Monat is overpriced and should be compared to products like Pantene and Garnier Fructis.
Any successful company has haters. Any positive person, successful person has haters. So do not, what I'm saying is like try.
I had this conversation with my partner the other night and I just wanted to throw it out there. I don't know why they constantly talk about haters. Haters is not something that you should have in your life. It's not something that you should see as a measure of success. When it comes to being an influencer and having a mass following like celebrities, macro influencers, yes, they are going to have haters and they'll be a little bit more vocal. And that has to do with the fact that they're a public figure. So the works they put out there are public. So they're kind of vulnerable to public opinion. But business owners, people in business, people that work at a regular job shouldn't actively be seeking haters. I I don't know. I'm going to use myself as an example. I just don't have haters. Now, that's not to say no one hates me or that everyone loves me because I definitely don't expect that. I just mean that people aren't sending me mean texts or DMs or calling me names while I'm out on the street. That's not normal. Definitely shouldn't be a way to measure my success. I consider myself to have a successful life in the fact that I have a wonderful partner. I have a home that I love. I have a job that I love. That's how I measure it. I don't measure it by the amount of angry DMs I get. Normal people should not have haters. Also, they're not even haters. There are people concerned about Monat being an alleged pyramid scheme. There are people being concerned at the fact that Monat has caused skin irritation and hair damage. Ugh.
Yourself. And I'm acknowledging that, like I said, just like my tanner, some people are like, hey, but let me tell you this. We have a less than 2% return rate, which means our stuff is not actually as bad as people want to spam out there. But I know.
Don't even make me pull up your return policy. Don't even make me bring it up. Please don't make me share the fact that if you need to make a return, you have to pay for shipping. You also only have 30 days to return it for a full refund, and you Huns are urging clients to continue to use it. So what happens when they get past the 30 days, my friend? Don't make me pull up the return policy. Don't make me do it.
Also think very highly of our company, and I think very highly of our company. I know a lot of reputable hairstylists, strong women, successful women that have literally said no to big contracts in the hair world because they want to put their name behind something that matters.
I will also take that for stories that didn't happen.
So many things about our company, but one thing I love is that, we have scientific boards of science. We literally have boards of scientists for like hair, and we have boards of scientists and dermatologists and like all like ophthalmologists, like everything you can think of literally for hair and skin and our wellness. And what I'm saying is we're scientifically backed, scientifically proven, and like I said earlier, the proof is in the pudding. If y'all need some good like pictures with like even them tagging the name. Sorry, I thought someone was driving by. I can see out my window. But them tagging the name as Monat Hair Testimonies. It literally has like before and afters of people with their names, their links to their Instagram. Like it's not some like they photoshopped it and put it on there. These are people from.
I don't doubt that people like Monat, but it's not okay for you to sit there and invalidate the opinions of those that don't. You should not work for a company that makes you defend them so hard. It's not right. That can't be healthy. She goes on to say that she's got scientists, and I mean, she kind of says it. Many companies have access, especially large companies with parent companies have access to a ton of scientists, product developers, chemists, dermatologists, ophthalmologists, all of that.
Put it on there. These are people from all over the world on this page. And if you need also proof, like check mine out. I mean, shoot, I think I'm actually this week going to do before and afters of just my team of women with postpartum hair loss and they grow their hair back. Or maybe you're like me where your hair's frizzy and dead and brassy and all these things and you just want to change. And I did. And I'm so thankful because honestly, I didn't believe it at first. Like I thought, like I tell people all the time, I thought my sister was full of crap. Like, and I tell her that. But the thing is you kind of have to like trust the process, and that process doesn't have to be bad. But for example, like whenever you go to the gym, like your process of you getting, thin or muscular isn't always beautiful. Okay. Every day you wake up, like at the beginning of my hair, it wasn't always shiny. It was kind of brassy. And I felt like sometimes like, some days it wasn't the most, like, I don't know the right word, like tight of a curl. But what I did is I trust the process, and I realized like, wow, Kaylin, you had so much buildup. You had silicone sitting in your hair. You were cooking your hair. Your ends were fried. I was stringy. Like all of these things that I saw over time. So you do have to like trust the process.
So she just proved my point, didn't she? Did I not just say that they encourage people to keep using products even if it's irritating them? That's literally what she just said. She just said, if it doesn't look right, it's a process, keep going and it'll get better. After questioning why this woman would keep using a hair product that was making her hair fall out. Just make it make sense.
Like with anything, someone recommended me vegan toothpaste the other day, and I'm not even vegan, y'all, but I just stand behind like what you put in your body, but definitely should be natural based and all this kind of stuff. I've kind of been like falling into that because of research. But let me tell you all this, even vitamins, okay, y'all, I have been researching vitamins because I posted last night, like my stomach's upset again. I don't know what's going on. And it happened like a month or two ago, and it's just like this weird attack. I think my dog's trying to get in the door. A weird attack of like my, literally like, I guess you'd call it just my stomach or, system of that sort. And I looked into my vitamins because I was like, maybe it's me having like too much iron in my diet. Maybe it's like too much this. And then I get into all of these things that I didn't even know about, like all of these additives and these things like that are just nonsense that you don't even need to be putting in your body. So it's definitely like a whole nother rabbit hole I could go down. But what I'm saying is a lot of hair care out there claims to be vegan or natural, and you look and you can investigate and see like the little ingredients, like what's in it, and it's a bunch of nonsense.
Naturalistic fallacy. I know I mentioned this in my other video. Just because something is natural, organic, clean, doesn't mean it's better for you. Poison oak, poison ivy, natural, not good for you. Mold occurs naturally, not good for you. Certain berries are poisonous. Certain mushrooms are poisonous. Just because it comes from the ground or occurs naturally or is clean does not mean it's good for you.
Say what they want on a bottle, but the proof, like I say, is in the pudding, and it depends what you want out of it. And our products are so specific. Like you should not be using something that's oily if your hair is super oily, or you shouldn't be using, something super dry.
I just have to say this. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pause this a million times, but you can use oil if you have oily skin or an oily scalp. For example, we use tea tree oil to treat acne, oily prone skin, and we would use that to also clarify hair as well. So I don't know. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That was my point.
If you're super dry, you know what I mean? You should be using something that works well with you. So everything's different. I have some notes here too, but honestly, I think I just covered it all because I'm just blabbing. But seriously, it's something I'm so passionate about because I never cared. Like what, like why? I was like, it's kind of expensive. Why would I want to spend money on that? But when Levi and I both can use one shampoo for it's probably been over 4 or 5 months already, and we're not even to the end yet. Like, it's worth the investment. And we have tons of flash sales, y'all. We have amazing things that go on. But what I want to say is do your research and don't always trust, like, say Tina I always use Tina. Who said that? The other day they said you always use Tina. I love, if there's a Tina watching, I love you. But seriously, like, what I say is don't always trust Tina down the street. Like, do your own research.
That is exactly what the girl originally posted in the Facebook post that started this whole video. She said to do your research. So you shat on her for this whole video only to come to the same conclusion that she did. Girl, bye.
A vitamin or whatever. I'm that person. Like, I am that person. I will investigate like what's in that vitamin. And I don't know why I'm like that. I'm an overthinker, and something that I love looking into though is our company and our products and our wellness, because I've realized just how important it is and how like the health of like humans has kind of like gone downhill over the past, let's say, like decade or century or whatever. So it's just really cool to look into. I know you're like, Kaylin, this is shampoo, like you're going a little deep, but I'm serious. So, yeah, the cost looks scary. Monat is backed by science. Monat is a process. It's amazing. Some people honestly get freaked out by the word, and I don't even like to use the word detox, but let's be honest. Like, if you're using like I was, it doesn't mean anything by detox. It literally just means pulling the silicones out of your scalp and your buildup. Like, y'all, I would part my hair and it would be gunk. Like, it would be so gross, and it was stringy and frizzy and like, ugh.
Monat is not a clarifier. I don't know why they talk about it like it is. They also don't even mention clarifier. I don't think that they know what a clarifying shampoo is, but it is not meant to detox. I don't know why they say that. Regular shampoo and conditioner should get silicones out just fine. As someone with curly hair who shampoos my hair once every 5 days I use a lot of product in between, and it all comes off at the end when I finally wash it again. I do still clarify maybe once every 2 months or so. It doesn't need to be regular, it doesn't need to be consistent. Monat is not the only thing that can pull gunk out of your hair. There are other things that will do it more effectively and are a lot cheaper.
You're stacking junk on your hair, you know? So you can't expect to be not called detox in a way, because, you know, you're literally, you know, piling junk on your hair. But
Detox also implies that it's pulling toxins out of your hair. Silicones are not toxic. Okay, continuing.
anyways, so y'all, let me just say, if you ever see something negative out there, it can be anything. A deodorant, a toothpaste, someone's posting about it like, this deodorant made me break out or whatever, but then like 45 minutes later the breakout's clear, you know, that maybe that's your red flag.
Just like everyone else, she's minimizing the problem. Her example, it's like, oh, if one person complains, just don't worry about it. Let it go. Ignore the haters. Move on with your life. But again, this isn't one person that's complained. It is several. She is talking about one specific post, but this post mimics thousands of people that have had the same issue.
Even on this like hate post about our company, and I get it. It's America. You're allowed to have your opinion of good or bad or whatever. You can say whatever your heart feels, because God bless America. But let me tell you, even in the comments, like people were saying things like one, for example, talked about, she like posted her hair and she's like, this is what I did to my hair. And then she's like, a year later, it's finally getting back to healthy. Y'all, her hair looked the exact same. It kind of, I'm going to be real with y'all, it looked even shorter and thinner a year later.
She needs to stop doing this. Pull up the post, girl. Bring the receipts. Okay, everyone, there was only one comment. I think she just flat out lied. I looked through the comments. This is the only other person who posted their picture. So the comment said, this completely broke my hair off and I had to cut it super short. And after a year and a half of a pregnancy, it's just now being back to healthy. This is the only other picture. There is no after. How dare you sit there and lie on Instagram saying she had posted an after and her hair looked worse? This is what happened to her hair when she used Monat. The only way that you would be able to know what her hair looked like is if you went into her like Facebook and stalked her profile, which is really weird. But I will tell you, her hair looks great. She has a super cute bob. Leave her alone. Do not sit there and make fun of her hair and say that it got worse because she stopped using Monat when she has posted a picture of what it did to her hair while she used it.
Than it did before. And you're saying that it's natural vegan products. That's you know what I mean? Like, y'all just gotta,
So that girl in the comment didn't say anything about switching over to vegan natural products. She didn't say anything. She said she simply stopped using Monat. Do not put words in her mouth. That is so wrong. Don't put words in her mouth.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, not trying to be hateful or rude or call anybody out or anything, because that's not my intention. If y'all know me, that's not me at all. I want, whatever company you're with to be successful. But I just want you to know that. Do your research. The proof is in the pudding. That's why I love before and after pictures, because I was that person. I want proof if I'm going to be using something. So definitely try it out. Trust the process. If someone says you watch this video, just do it. Use some samples, whatever. Y'all, it's natural based, anti-aging hair care. You're going to be just protecting yourself. You're going to be protecting your hair, your pigment of your hair. My hair would fade in summer, and I can tell you it is for sure red. Okay, and it's super thick. Look at all this new growth. You can actually see it up close and personal. Hope I don't have any crumbs in my. No, I'm kidding. I had chocolate on my face the other day, so I'm embarrassing. But anyways, okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, DM me. If you want to talk about it, DM me. Like, let's go. I love hearing your input, your feedback. Ask me your goal. If you have transformations, if you have proof, like I love it. I love it. Give me all the positivity. So I will talk to y'all later, and I hope y'all have a happy Saturday.
Here's me sitting here trying to figure out how to do an outro because I haven't done one at all. I don't know how to wrap things up. I just want to end the video. I hope you found that interesting. If you did, I'm Turd Girl One on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow me, like, subscribe, and we'll just continue this journey together. At the time of recording this, I got 4 followers on YouTube. So that's great. I started off with 0. So we're just gonna keep moving on up from here. I'll see you next time.